We are live from Laverne. Brand new facility here in Laverne with a school and a football field and all kinds of good stuff. I'm Jay Paul, along with Chad Butzler, and we are doing playoff football, Section 3, Class 3A, quarterfinal here. Albert Lea, 2-6, playing the 6-2 Cardinals from Laverne. How you doing, Chad? What are you expecting today? We got some big news, too, as far as Laverne.
Yeah, I tell you what, I think that Albert Lea is going to come out swinging. The
early news is that they have 13 players out, Laverne, and 8 of them are starters, including their quarterback, Sear, who is Carter Sear, their leading rusher. And so that evens the field a little bit, I would think, with 8 starters out. And they did lose their last 2 games. In fact, they've only scored 18 points in their last 3 games, winning 1 and losing 2. They were against really good teams, though, the top 2 squads in their division out here in southwestern Minnesota. But it does, I think it evens the playing field a little bit more for Albert Lea here with 6th seed and then Laverne the 3 seed. It would be not a major upset for a 6 to beat a 3, but it would be an upset. However, if they're down that many players, and Albert Lea is missing Shuey to injury?
Correct.
That's about it. I mean, there was one of the Attic boys was out with a season-ending knee injury, but he's been out all year. Although Shuey's been out for quite a while, too, and we didn't even know. We kept wondering where he was, but now we find out he's been injured. So
broken collarbone, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, we've got kickoff coming up here at the top of the hour on AlbertLeaLive.com. We welcome you in. Tell your friends and everybody else it's free to go to AlbertLeaLive.com and look us up. We'll have your action tonight. Unfortunately, we're on top of the press box, so we have the wind howling in our microphones. But if that's the worst thing that happens, we'll be in good shape. Got about 20 minutes till kickoff. We'll take a break, be back with some more pregame, including my chat with Paul Dunn, Tigers head football coach, coming up on AlbertLeaLive.com.
Discover GT Window and Door, dedicated to transforming houses into homes for over 12 years. Every window and door is an opportunity to step into a world of possibilities. Whether it's upgrading your windows for better insulation or adding style with a new door, GT Window and Door is here to make your home dreams a reality. I'm Adam with GT Window and Door. We take pride in our commitment to excellence, ensuring we're your go-to for all things windows and doors. Call us today to schedule your consultation and start your journey to a more beautiful, comfortable home with GT Window and Door.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Fireside Orchard and Gardens has gone to great lengths to make their orchard enjoyable for the entire family. Fireside Orchard has cider, pies, fudge, and they grow 27 of our favorite Minnesota varieties, such as Honeycrisp, Sweet Tango, Zester, and Harrelson. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6, until December 24th. Avoid the crowds and stop by during the week. Fireside Orchard and Gardens is located just west of Northfield on Highway 19. Check them out on Facebook, see a full list of apples at firesideorchard.com, then stop for the apples and stay for the gardens at Fireside Orchard and Gardens.
Gutters by GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection, just like we're committed to supporting your local athletes.
Join us in cheering on the Tigers this season. For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Gutters by GT is seamless solutions, reliable protection for you and your team. Find out more at guttersbygt.com. Let's talk to Paul Dunn, head coach, Tiger football. Here we are, sections, and you get to make the long trip west, huh?
Yeah, it's been fun. You know, we the boosters in the district set us up with some coach buses. So
yeah, that looked nice.
It's been a nice trip for us. And you know, it's exciting. You know, this is what you work all year for, and want to play well at the end.
And stats-wise, you guys kind of match up. These guys don't score a lot of points. They're a running team. The quarterback's their leading rusher.
Yeah, and you know, it's they're on some midline option. I've known Todd Oy for 25 years. You know, I worked with him through the MFCA, and you know, it's a lot of fun to compete against your contemporaries, you know.
Match wits.
So this will be the first time that he and I have faced off, and that's kind of exciting for me. And you know, it's a new field, a new city, a new school, and you know, that's all refreshing for us.
It's a very nice setup they got. That's true. Not as good as yours, but in fact, Tegan Tolbers, your quarterback, has 17 more completions than Laverne's quarterback had attempted passes this year. But he outgained your guys on the ground, so, but still not a lot, only 400 yards.
Right. So you know,
but they have a great defense, and then they just score enough to win, right?
Yeah, and they're very opportunistic. You know, they've lost 2 in a row, so you know, we need to expand on that, and we just got to take care of the football.
Yep.
You know, and we're going to move it. We're gonna get yards and have explosive plays, but we got to quit giving it away.
To your point, they've only scored 19 points in the last 3 games, and lost 2 of them. But I thought though in the last 2 games, even though you lost them both, you did cut down on penalties, only 3 each game, and you had some turnovers, but they were mostly turnovers on downs, and then that double tipped pass interception, that was crazy.
Yeah, you know, and that's the game, you know, and we've re-emphasized ball security, you know, and this week, and hopefully that pays off tonight. And you know, you want to keep playing. You know, this group is really growing and getting better.
Yes.
And I don't want to stop practicing.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So you know, I think that you know, if we can continue tackling like we have been, and
Right.
and can force some turnovers and keep the ball off the ground ourselves, we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, that ball rolls weird sometimes, and you never know what can happen with it. I wanted to mention, too, Sam McGill. What a great year he's had. In fact, he has 2.5 more sacks than the Laverne team does this year.
Yeah, Sammy's a player.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think eventually he's going to be playing on Saturdays. You know, and he just got to keep growing, and he's a load out there. He's got good leverage, and he's quick, and uses his hands well, and he's only going to keep getting better.
Yeah, and Teeter impresses me as a receiver, too. He's a big target over the middle.
Yeah, and we're utilizing him more and more, so that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and Yost and everybody else. You're healthy?
Moderately so.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing huge. We still have a number of kids out, you know, that have been out, but those that have been playing are pretty much healthy.
Hey, good luck, man. We're all, of course, behind you. And hey, thanks for promoting us too. You like our posts on social media.
Absolutely,
We appreciate that, too,
and you know, people around the state and family and all that, they enjoy watching. So I appreciate what you guys do.
Including your mom.
Including my mother. Yes.
That's great. All right, Paul. Thanks, man.
You bet.
Borrowing money is a big deal, and Community Resource Bank is ready to help. When you're buying a car, purchasing a home, or fixing up your existing home, Community Resource Bank has answers for all your loan and mortgage questions. As an integral part of Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville communities, Community Resource Bank offers online solutions for business, residential, investment, and other lending accounts. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Gutters by GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection, just like we're committed to supporting your local athletes.
Join us in cheering on the Tigers this season. For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Gutters by GT is seamless solutions, reliable protection for you and your team. Find out more at guttersbygt.com.
Accidents happen, and we know they don't always happen at convenient times. That's why River Valley Eye Professionals provides urgent eye care services for everything from pink eye to a scratch, injury, or sudden change in vision. Let yourself have peace of mind knowing that we'll be there for you when something goes wrong. If you happen to be in the unfortunate situation of having an urgent eye concern and don't know what to do, call River Valley Eye Professionals or find out more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Thomas Gardens offers a wide range of fresh, locally grown produce, including potatoes, cucumber, zucchini, cabbage, tomatoes, and some of the largest onions and carrots I've ever seen. And don't forget the delicious sweet corn. Thomas Gardens. Check them out on Facebook, then stop by 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday and 10 to 4 on Sunday to shop from a local, family-owned business. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield.
Back here in Laverne for Section 3 Class 3A football quarterfinal with Albert Lea at the Cardinals here, getting closer and closer. The color guard is on the field right now, although I guess they are lined up. They're being introduced as teams as usual. We've got the referees out here, and we'll get the starting lineups going here in a little bit. We'll see which way they're going to go here, but I got a feeling they'll go with the national anthem since the color guard is out on the field. It is a windy night tonight, and that's something, Chad, we weren't expecting because the forecast always said 10 to 15 mile an hour winds, but this is at least 25 mile an hour winds.
Oh, yeah, it's humming right along.
It makes it feel that much colder. Of course, the players don't care, but it might affect pass. It might affect kicking, and punting. But as far as us, it is a little chillier up here on the top of the press box tonight in the elements. But at least it's not raining or snowing, so that's all right. The flag, though, is flapping in the breeze. And, by the way, we'll get to the starting lineups quick here for Paul Dunn's offensive lineman. Liam Ball's out there left tackle. Evan Schrader is the left guard. Reese Jeffrey, the center. Devin Disted, the right guard. And Sam McGill, the right tackle. Noah Teeter, tight end. Carter Kahn and Leighton Yost to the wideouts. And Tegan Tolber's the quarterback, of course. Charlie Irvine, the fullback. And 3 rotating sophomore tailbacks. Here's the national anthem as the color guard makes their way towards the middle of the field. And defensively, the Tigers put Teeter on the defensive end with Sam McGill, there are the ends, and the tackles, William Velasquez and Evan Schrader, with Charlie Irvine, Esteban Mixteco, and Peyton Earl, the linebackers. Carter Kahn and Leighton Yost, the cornerbacks for the most part. Tegan Tolbers and Easton Shuey, Brecken Wacholz are the safeties, as we do have our national anthem.
We invite you to sing along with the playing of our national anthem.
There you go. National anthem is in the books. The color guard still has to leave the field, and we will get underway here. And we missed the coin toss there, Chad, so we're going to have to wait and see how they line up for the opening kickoff. And I would imagine the team that kicks off is the one that won the coin toss and has deferred. That's the way it usually goes, almost 100% of the time these days. But you were saying that was a little different when you were playing, too. if your
Yeah.
coach liked your offense, you take the ball first.
I always believe in punch him in the nose first.
Yeah. Why not? They are going all the way across the field, the Legion guys. The long, cold walk as we get ready for football here on AlbertLeeLive.com. By the way, if you want to get in on the advertising fun here, we're going to be starting, of course, with football here. If they win, they play Saturday in Fairmont. And we'll have that game for you here on AlbertLeeLive.com. But if you want to get in on, we've got basketball and hockey and wrestling coming up. 507-402-1600 is phone number to call and leave a message or a text. And we'll get to you real quickly and set up a meeting and get you involved with us here on AlbertLeeLive.com. And the rotating running backs. And Charlie Irvine plays fullback for the most part. And he's our leading rusher. But Dylan Gross and Federico Rivera, Devin Gonzalez, and Brecken Wackles all play tailback. And they're all underclassmen and do a fine job there. And then, of course, the wideouts, Carter Kahn and Leighton Yost with Noah Teeter at the tight end, who they have utilized very nicely here lately. So we got our starters. Now for Laverne, who knows? They got 13 guys out. 8 of them are starters. So I'm just going to kind of, they are... They do have the quarterback listed here. It's going to be Josh Hansen. They are introducing the offense here. Darius Dolo is a wide receiver. Jamin McLaughlin, also a wideout. Eli Woodley is one of their linemen. As is Riker Johnson. I don't have a 57, so that's nice and interesting.
Senior lineman number 63, Lane Sasker.
Lane Sasker, a lineman.
Senior lineman number 64, Keaton Arndt.
And Keaton Arndt, that's their other lineman. Todd Hoy, the head coach, they had a rich history of going to the state tournament from 1988 to 2010. They took 10 trips to the state tournament in football here in Laverne, and they finished second twice, back-to-back, losing, I have it written down here. Let me get my cheat sheet out, and I can tell you exactly how that went down. They went to state championship in 07, 08, and 09, 3 years in a row, and they lost all three. The first year's 70-21 loss to Triton, and then Caledonia beat them back-to-back 14-7 and 47-7 in 08 and 09. Of course, Albert Lee won state football titles in 67, 68, and 70. And it's been a long, dry spell, man. We've had 40-game losing streaks and finally broke through and got a winning streak this year for the first time in 27-plus years. And now they put the icing on the cake if you can win a section game, Chad.
Yeah, this will be a huge win for Albert Lee's program. Get them on the right tracks. A lot of kids coming back next year to look forward to it.
A lot of talented young men, and some JV guys will move up, and they've had a good year this year. So no reason to doubt that we'll have a pretty talented team next year. I'm not saying they're going to win it all, but they'll be improved, and that's all you can hope for is to improve year to year and eventually get to the top of the mountain, you'd hope. As Laverne kicking off, so they must have won the toss and deferred. Albert Lee in their white uniforms, going left to right as you see on the screen, and they have put, let's see who's back deep there. It looks like Dylan Gross, and is that Edison Enzer, 85 on the far end there. We'll have to see if he turns a little bit this way. I could see the second number on his, I think it is Edison. He's been doing that lately. They spread it out to kick off here. Do the Cardinals of Laverne, and they quick kick it. And it goes to the near side here. Up the middle, Gross gets tackled at about the 25. First and 10, Tigers. And we'll see. And now, they did say 8 starters, but they didn't say what positions. The only one we know for sure is the quarterback. And their leading rusher, Carter Sear, is out. And we saw him walking around with no uniform on in the sidelines. So that is a big plus. Your leading player and senior quarterback and rusher, that can only help Albert Lee on defense. But they're on offense first. in the shotgun. Whoa, up through Tolber's hands, and he grabs it and gets smeared at the 10. That's not a good way to start the ball game for the Albert Lee offense with a 13-yard loss.
Yeah, the key here is you still got downs to work with. You don't need to get it all back in one play. Take half and half it.
13-yard sack, so 2nd and 23 from the 12. As that one was snapped high, although Tolber's had his hands on it, so I don't know. With the wind and the little chill in the air, it could be a slick ball out there as he tries to keep it around the end. That was a RPO there, but didn't go very far. Maybe got to the 10, which would be another 2-yard loss. Put it just over the 10, so another 2-yard loss. That's going to be up 3rd and 23. We're going the wrong way, boys. Not a great way to start here. And they're against the wind a little bit. The wind is kind of going from near sideline to far sideline for the most part. But sometimes it goes from right to left. So they are kind of against the wind on the passing here. They hand it off, and Rivera, tough yards, couple of them, and they'll have to punt. So a 3 and out for the Tiger offense. As they will now have to see what they can do with a backup quarterback that has not probably played much at all this year. Laverne, and kickoff. They're set up at the 45, or the punt, and they run up to the 40 to receive it near side, and tackled nicely there by Albert Lee's Maverick Addig, one of the seniors. What did you say? How many seniors did Laverne have? 13?
13 I counted, correct.
Okay. It's a little low. But 1st and 10 for them in Tiger territory at the 35. And their quarterback is Joshua Hansen, a 6'5 junior. The backup to Carter Sear, the 6'1 senior who is out. Appears to be injured. They have a lot of injured guys. Not a whole bunch of backups in the game for Laverne here. There's the up under center, and he hands off. Going right is McLaughlin. Got some room there. 1st down and more. He's knocked out of bounds near the 20. Jamin McLaughlin. He's a sophomore running back, 150-pound, 5'9". Got some speed. 1st and 10 at the... Put it at the 21. They run receiver to the left. That's Zachary Overgaard. And then out to the right goes Darius Dolo, but he's more of an H-back in the backfield. 3 backs behind the quarterback, who goes to the wide receiver screen here near side, and that is eaten up by Leighton Yost after a short gain. Nice coverage there, because if he doesn't make that tackle, he scores.
Right. That's something last week they were kind of exposed a little bit on, so that was a nice open field tackle.
So the first pass for Joshua Hansen is a completion. We are on top of the press box here, so you'll hear the wind whipping through our microphones from time to time, or maybe constantly. I don't know. I'm sorry about that, but there's not much you can do about it. Receivers right and left, high backfield behind Hansen, who hands off to the tailback. Going left this time, and Sam McGill catches up to him and puts him on the ground at about the 14. And they're going to have to get to the 11 for a 1st down. So 3rd down and short yardage, 4 yards or so. Depends on where they set it. It's 14, so 3 yards to go. 3rd and 3 for Laverne. First possession of the game after Tigers go 3 and out. Tell your friends and relatives we're on for free here at ElberlyLive.com. And we don't just do sports games, we do concerts and things like that too. Here's a handoff to the fullback, who's got yards to burn all the way down to the goal line. He did not get in, as that is Marcos Diaz, a 165-pound, 5'8 fullback, who bowls his way for about 10, 12 yards. They're going to set it at the 1.5. 1st and goal.
Fullback dive. It looked like it was out of Albert Lee's playbook.
Yeah. It's one of the staples of the Tiger offense. You'll see that with Charlie Irvine when they get the ball again here. But now first and goal from the 1.5 yard line here for the Cardinals. And they have a close formation, a running formation with the eye. And it's going to be the fullback, first guy through, but that's not Marcos Diaz. Who was that? A big lineman they had lined up back there, number 51. That is going to be Elijah Woodley. 6'5", 250-pounder. Refrigerator Perry, anyone? As they score first. So Elijah Woodley with a 1-yard run. And the extra point is up and good. 7-0. And we'll be back with kickoff coming up here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
You are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. See how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Hi, I'm Adam Steffel, president of NCC Builders. We specialize in transforming homes to meet your needs. Let's start planning your remodel or new build today. NCC Builders, transforming homes and building dreams. Visit nccbuilders.com.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bress, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson.
We're back here in Laverne. 7-0 Cardinals going downfield and scoring. Well, they had possession at the 35, so they didn't have too far to go there on that first possession. They're ready to kick off to Edison Enzer and Dylan Gross. As it's Gross again, near side. He gets by one guy, he gets over the 30 and pushed out of bounds there. So right about the same area for the start of this drive. They went 3 and out last time. Let's see if they can go forward this time with the muffed snap on the first play of the game. Not the best start of things, but I'd like to see them get that pass game going. I don't think they threw a pass in that first series at all. And they do have a run look, but a trips to the left, so maybe not a run look. They're not very far out there, but a single setback, and they fake it to him. So the play action, and they get it outside to Rivera, running for a first down before he's knocked out of bounds. Federico.
He had some room to run there, too. I like what I saw. A good play call there.
So they put it down at the 43, a gain of 11 for Federico on the pass. He's got one rush for 1 yard and a catch for 11. Tolber's first pass is complete. And he's got single setback again. And this time the trips are to the right, the near side here. But they pitch it back and fumbling, but picking it up is Wachholz right away, and he gets tackled pretty much at the line of scrimmage. I think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. And he did. 43 is where it's set, so 2nd and 10. No gain there for Wachholz. 2nd and 10. Yost near side, Kahn far side, receivers with the eye backfield. And they give it to the tailback, which is Rivera. And he gets swarmed under. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. That might be a loss of a yard. 3rd and long for the Tigers. Can't get the offense going early. Rivera going off, holding his hand. But he's in that rotation of bringing plays in with Wachholz, who comes in right now. Third and 10, they call it, so not a loss for Rivera. 2nd carry of the game for him. Still just 1 yard. Single setback is Irvine, and they got the trips to the left, and no time for Tolbers as he's got to throw it. And they'll get the grounding penalty, and he's slow to get up back there. He got swarmed under in no time at all. He had just tried to get rid of it. It's going to move him back, though.
Yeah, it looked like Laverne kind of brought the house there on that play, ready for the pass play, and they got to him, unfortunately.
If it's a loss of down, it's already 4th down. You get a 5th down? As they will punt to the Cardinals again, down 7-0. Ledger Stadheim back to do the kick here with Wachholz, his blocker right in front of him, and he's limping around, holding his right hip. Snap is good, and the boot is on the way, and over end. Squibber is going to roll nicely for the Tigers, and they pick it up and don't go far. 34-yard line is where Laverne will take over, and we'll not break here because they do quick turn of change of possession is very quick in high school ball. So 1st and 10 here for Laverne. They went right down the field. 35 yards is all they had to go that time. This time they're 65 yards away. Make it 66 yards as they put it at the 34. 1st and 10. And they have a receiver wide left, Caden Kruger, and then a trips to the right with a single setback. Up under center, Hansen, the quarterback, gives to the tailback, and he gets 5 yards straight up the middle to about the 40, 41. About a 7-yard gain there. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Quarterback comes all the way to the sideline, gets the play, and then goes all the way back out. So he gets his work in. He gets his steps in there. Josh Hansen up to the line. He's up under center for the most part so far. They have 2 receivers to the left. One is an H-back. Actually, it's the trips to the left, and then the single receiver out to the right. And this is going to be a pitch. And with some room on that far side, 1st down, cross midfield, and all the way down to about the 47-yard line goes Darius Dolo. He's got some speed to him.
Yeah, 2 defenders for Albert Lee both went for the quarterback. One should have broke off for the running back, and it was unfortunate because he got a good gain there.
And Josh Hansen held on to it till the last possible second, and that helped fool the defense. We have leaves blowing all over in us from the trees behind us, getting out on the field. It is a windy evening here in Laverne. Of course, they're at the top of the high ground here in southwestern Minnesota. Not much to stop the wind. As they have the snap, it's a handoff up the middle again, and a broken tackle, and he's close to a 1st down. Over the 40 is Marcos Diaz. They got some short running backs, 5'8", 5'9", but they're quick and powerful. It's going to be a 2nd and short, 2nd and 2 at the 39 of Albert Lee. Out to the right goes Dolo. Actually, they do have still have the trips to the right. He's part of that. And the lone receiver to the left, Maddox DeMaglia. And Hansen rolls to his right, finds his receiver, complete. 1st down inside the 35 to about the 32. 1st and 10. Cardinals, they're not having any trouble moving the ball, no matter if they have guys out or not.
No, they're in a rhythm right now. We just got to find a way to take them out of it.
McGill over there chased down the ball carrier. Tiger defense still talking to each other and trying to get a good play or two here. Teeter and McGill, the ends, haven't had. I think they only had 1 passing play here. Maybe a couple of screen plays. Up under center again with the trips to the left, single receiver right, and a single back. For the Cardinals, he gets the ball and runs and finds daylight down to the 20. Close again to, that is a 1st down. He got over had to get to about the 22. So 1st and 10, Cardinals at the 20 of the Tigers. Already up 7-0. I think the wind has increased as the sun went down. We thought it might decrease, but it's blowing leaves off the trees behind us, over our heads and onto the field. Looks like snow. Oh, I said a 4-letter word. I'm sorry. Rolo is on the move there. No, it's a quarterback keeper, and he's hit by Teeter and dropped for a loss, maybe a yard. Noah getting in there and making the stop. Well, they put it right at the 20 again, so 2nd and 10. No gain.
Gave the quarterback no option there because he was between him and the running back, so if he would have tossed it, Teeter would have been off to the races.
Yeah. There you go, trips right. It's not a wide trips, though. It's right next to the line of scrimmage, as you can see. So it's hard to spot sometimes, but they do have gone trips to one side or the other almost every play here. A pass over the middle is dropped in and out of the hands of the receiver. Wackles was right there anyway, but it'll bring up 3rd and 10. And this is the first time they got into a 3rd down, I believe. So maybe the defense has figured something out. Probably 4-down territory unless they've got a good kicker. But again, with the wind, I don't know if you want to chance it in the playoffs from anywhere. Unless it's a chip shot, I wouldn't be kicking field goals. So they got the trips right. Single receiver to the left and up under center. Hansen takes the snap and gives it to the fullback, and he's going to get over the 15, but he had to get to the 11 for the first down. So they'll bring up 4th down and a few. They call it 4th and 4 at the 14. So defense has got to stand up here and get the ball for their offense. You could say the defense can get off the field, but a lot of the defenders play offense too, so they don't actually get off the field. But here's the 4th and 4, and there's flags before the snap, and that would lead me to believe procedure on the offense. And it is, so first penalty of the game is against Laverne. And that makes it 4th and 9, increasing the Tiger chances of getting the ball here. Maybe even getting them out of the mode of going for it. Maybe not. Looks like their quarterback's still on the sidelines. Nope, they're sending him in with the play. So they'll go for it here on 4th and 9 from the 19. But even from there, it's a 37-yard field goal, which in this wind, I don't know if I'd try. So the trips to the right. Now from the shotgun on this play. First time I've seen that. The Tigers jumped. Unfortunately, that's Devin Distad who leaned forward a little too far. And look at the 5 yards back. So it's 4th and 4 again.
Be nice to get a big stop here and put together a nice lengthy drive.
Wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be good. We're down to 1:13 left in the first quarter. Clock is ticking. 7-0 Laverne. As they try and the center's down there, and they got 2 receivers there, but everybody else is way back, and now they're going to join the formation quickly so that Albert Lee can't figure out what they're up to with the eye backfield. It's the tailback, first down and more. He could score, and he does. 14-yard run. And what was the name? Jayden Johnson with the 14-yard carry, making it 13-0. JJ. So they are a running team still, even without some of their starters. It doesn't change their philosophy. Extra point is down and on its way and good. 14-0, Laverne. And we have 50 seconds left in the first quarter here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lee Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. NorthfieldRetirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen Bank and Trust, off Highway 3 in Dundas.
And also back for Albert Lea's Dylan Gross. He has gotten the first 2 returns. This one also going to Gross at the 10. And he goes straight up the middle and gets by a couple of guys, but then gets run under at the 30. Trying to look for the... Now, the Timberwolves start their season tonight out in LA, 9 o'clock start time, so no score there. But against the Lakers, of course, and the LeBron and Bronny saga that goes on there. I don't think that's going to last very long. Bronny's not good. He should be in the G League.
All right.
But, the Minnesota Wild, after 2 periods, have a 5-1 lead over the Panthers on the road. So, way to go, Wild. And, of course, the Lynx losing the championship, although coach says they got robbed. High snap to Tolbers. He could get sacked again. And another big loss back to the 25. As that was Lane Sasker on the sack, but it was easy for him. He just had to move forward as Tolbers had to tap that one with his hand, then gather it in, and by the time he got it, he was tackled. And it's going to bring up 2nd and long here. We have a timeout. Timeout for Laverne as they lead 14-0. 30 seconds left in the first quarter, and we'll return after a break here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Into savings with cooler weather means hotter deals at Northfield Ford Chrysler. Visit us to see the latest Ram trucks, Jeep Cherokees, and Dodge Durangos. Come see the difference at Northfield Ford Chrysler, located on the Highway 3 here in Northfield.
How can I help you today?
I don't think I'm in the right place. I have big dreams, like Crab Brewery-sized dreams.
I like it.
Your bank is very,
Cozy?
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We prefer more personal interactions. We dedicate the majority of our space to our customers' dreams.
Wow. Look at that.
I know, it never gets old.
Wow, this is way bigger than your office.
Yeah.
They got the ball. We turned it over. He must have fumbled it. No, it says 2nd and 13. Oh, we have it. Okay.
Yeah, he was sacked.
All right. Sorry, I was looking at formation. It didn't look right, but Tolbers dumps it over the middle for a screen that is incomplete to Wachholz. They spread him out on that one, had 3 wide to the right, but Laverne kept their eyes on Wachholz, and he was unable to gather that one in. 3rd and 13. And the offense continues to struggle here for the Tigers in the early going, as does the defense, because Laverne just took it and marched down the field twice. 35 and 65-yard drives for touchdowns, mostly running it. So on a 3rd and long here, they need 13 yards. And again, Tolbers adjusting to the snap. He's got Yost wide open, or got past the defense. I wouldn't say wide open, but he was past the defense and catches that one for a first down to the 43. It was a 16-yard pickup, longest play of the game so far for Albert Lea. And Layton's first grab. Tolbers is 2 for 2, 27 yards, but he's been sacked a few times. Harassed by this Laverne D, but 1st and 10 from the 44. And 8 seconds left and counting here in the first quarter. This is the last play of the quarter. And it's a fullback dive up the middle, and he gets stopped right about the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 when we come back for the second quarter here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
IGT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. NorthfieldRetirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen Bank and Trust, off Highway 3 in Dundas.
Here in Laverne, 14-0 Cardinals. Tigers starting in the second quarter with a ball here and finally got a nice positive 16-yard play there to Yost from Tolbert, who threw it into the wind and over a few defenders. That was impressive. I'm Jay Paul with Chad Butzler as we try to get the Tigers on track here, and it's 2nd and 10 from their own 44 as teams switch sides, and Tolbert's going deep. You just said it. He's to go deep to Kahn, and they do, but it's outside the field of play and incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, I kind of suspected they might try that when they flip sides of the field because they kind of got the wind a little bit at their back there.
Yeah, it's mostly blowing from right to left, but sometimes it goes straight across the field from near to far. Right now it's more right to left wind, and it's strong. You can hear it in our microphones, and we have our backs to the wind. It's whipping around our heads and getting onto our microphones here. Yeah, Kahn, Yost, and Wackles all go wide to the left with Wackles on the inside. Single setback. Tolbers is throwing, though. He goes straight back and gets into trouble. He throws it over the middle, just a little high for Brecken, and incomplete. 4th down, and we're going to have to punt, and Tolber's got hit again and slow to get up. He has taken a beating all year long. Been a little bit better the last couple of weeks.
Correct.
He's been able to escape the pocket a little bit because, like you said, they have rolled him out, designed rollouts, which seem to help mitigate the punishment he was taking in the first 5-6 weeks of the season. Punting is Statheim. He gets one away. With the win, it's going to go all the way to the 20. And diving ahead to the 30. And giving up on that one was Caden Kruger. But they have a 14-0 lead and the ball here. So we've got to get a defensive stand. As you look across the field, you see the school in the background. It's a brand new school. I'm not sure exactly when it was built, but it looks really nice. The football field is new too, and really looks it's got some wear spots, but it's been a long year.
I really like the big L on the side of the lit up on the side of the building. That's nice.
I was a Laverne and Shirley fan. I like that too. I think they stole it from there. They got now they have wide receivers spread out, not so bunched in, with 2 to the right and 1 to the left. And from the shotgun, Hansen. He drops the snap, and he put his knee on the ground. So that's actually a new quarterback. That's Benjamin Hartquist, who got the snap and put his knee down, and that's a no-no in high school and college. So he loses about 3 or 4 yards. So 17, a new quarterback. It was 12, Hansen. Now it's 17. Hartquist, 6'1" sophomore. Up under center with the I backfield, and again, 2 receivers to the right. He hands it off to the tailback, and that's taken down. McGill was on top, but underneath was Mixteco. So Esteban will get most credit for that one, as makes a 3rd and long here. They have 3rd and 9 or 10. Got to get just past the 40, and they're just past the 30. So let's call it 3rd and 10, even though the scoreboard says 3rd and 9. But they're homers. So what do they know? 10.5 to go in the half. Down 14-0 are the Tigers. Up under center is Hartquist. 1 receiver each side, and he's going to keep it. Didn't like he was looking right at Sam McGill. And McGill ended up tackling him, but they're going to give him credit for all the way to a 1st down as McGill jumped on him and pushed him forward. But at least he got him, because he was going to break free if he hadn't tackled him. But that's going to be a 1st down. Maybe not, where they actually ended up putting it. They'd already moved the sticks. Well, he did have to get just outside the 40, so I'll give him that. He probably attained the 1st down. High backfield, 2 receivers left. Holmquist gives it to the tailback. He's pounded down right away. Might have lost a half a yard. Carrying the ball there, Jamin McLaughlin. He met resistance at the line of scrimmage at 2nd and 10.
It's kind of been the downfall to Albert Lea this year is them long third downs. They just got to hold
They seem to give up first downs on a long. I mean, there were several times this year, 3rd and 28, 3rd and 19, and then they seem to convert against this D, which is something they really have to improve on for next year. As it is now 2nd and 9 from the 42 for Laverne, already up 2 scores. Man in motion who gets the pitch. Quarterback got hit hard by McGill, but the ball carrier gets about 5 yards and does not get out of bounds. 9 minutes and counting left here in the half. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6.5 maybe. And coming into the game, Maddox Demagala. Number 11 I saw come in. He came back out. Receivers to each side, 1 and a timeout. 2nd timeout already. No. Yeah, that's their 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 left with 8.5 to go in the first half. It's 14-0 Laverne, and they will do 3rd and 7 when we come back on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. We offer all the products and services you expect. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Fireside Orchard and Gardens has gone to great lengths to make their orchard enjoyable for the entire family. Fireside Orchard has cider, pies, fudge, and they grow 27 of our favorite Minnesota varieties, such as Honeycrisp, Sweet Tango, Zester, and Harrelson. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6, until December 24th. Avoid the crowds and stop by during the week. Fireside Orchard and Gardens is located just west of Northfield on Highway 19. Check them out on Facebook, see a full list of apples at firesideorchard.com, then stop for the apples and stay for the gardens at Fireside Orchard and Gardens.
So on a 3rd and 7 with 8.5 to play in the half. Need a big stop here. They will punt if we can stop them on this one. 2 receivers right, eye backfield. Oh, jumping. Was he induced? It kind of looked like an Albert Lea bad timing penalty again. It is. That's the 2nd penalty for 10 yards on Albert Lea.
5-yard penalty. 3rd down and 2.
Well, with the old Aaron Rodgers hard count, tricked him.
3rd and 2. Makes it a little easier for the Cardinals to convert here, but Albert Lee's got to make a defensive stand here. You can't just keep letting them go down the field and score. As they get the 1st down and more, as he's still going to the 40. Marcos Diaz on the ball carrier. 1st and 10, Cardinals. I'm not sure if they got a problem with their starting quarterback from today. He's the backup on the season, but he's been out this whole series. As in is Benjamin Hartquist. He continues up under center with the eye backfield. Receivers right and left. 1st and 10 from the Albert Lea 39. 8 minutes and counting left in the half. A pitch as he's going to get ridden out. McGill is part of that. And Kahn also in on that tackle. And no gain. Maybe lost a yard. 2nd and 11. Did get out of bounds to stop the clock with 7:51 to go.
2nd down and 11.
Receiver to the right, receiver to the left, the eye backfield. For the most part, a 4-man rush here for the Tigers. And this time he's going to pass. Turns around and gets that screen out there to the running back, and he's not going to go very far. He gains a few yards. Teeter got in there defensively on that far side defensive end. He was rushing the quarterback and made the QB throw it a little higher than he wanted to, and that might have hung his running back out to dry on that one.
From up here, it kind of looked like a guy had a pretty good hand at Teeter's jersey on the inside there, but they didn't call it. So.
Yeah, that'll happen. 3rd and 10. So they can stop him here. I think they'd kick too. As they have quarterback keeper. He's got room. First down, Cardinals, and more to the 15-10. He's going to score from 39 yards. Benjamin Hartquist, the quarterback, the 3rd-string quarterback. Looked pretty impressive there. He's got some speed for a QB. 39-yard TD run. Hartquist. First, they're going to go for the extra point here. Darius Dolo going to kick it. He's made the first 2. The hold from Maddox Damagala. And it's up and good. 21-0. Laverne with a commanding lead with 7 minutes even left in the first half when we return for the kickoff on AlbertlyLive.com.
Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. We offer all the products and services you expect. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Fireside Orchard and Gardens has gone to great lengths to make their orchard enjoyable for the entire family. Fireside Orchard has cider, pies, fudge, and they grow 27 of our favorite Minnesota varieties, such as Honeycrisp, Sweet Tango, Zester, and Harrelson. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6, until December 24th. Avoid the crowds and stop by during the week. Fireside Orchard and Gardens is located just west of Northfield on Highway 19. Check them out on Facebook, see a full list of apples at firesideorchard.com, then stop for the apples and stay for the gardens at Fireside Orchard and Gardens.
21-0. Elijah Woodley, a 1-yard touchdown run. Jayden Johnson, a 14-yard run for a score, and a 39-yard stroll to the end zone by 3rd-string quarterback Ben Hartquist. And it's 21-0 Laverne, as they will kick off with Edison Enzer and Dylan Gross back deep. Gross has had all 3 kickoff returns so far. And Laverne gets the kickoff to start the second half, having deferred. But they already up 3 scores on the Tigers. They have a different formation for kickoff each time, and that's a luxury. But here's one of the up men taking the ball for Albert Lee. Gets it to about the 36. That's Austin Cox, the 5'7" senior, who returns it nicely to what they're going to put it at the 36, I think. 6:53 to go. It'd be nice to get a score here before the half.
1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 37-yard.
They haven't opened up the offense. They had that one long pass to Kahn down the far sideline that was incomplete. They haven't tried much. They haven't opened it up to Teeter at all over the middle. Well, this time they got 2 receivers to each side and the single setback. Tolbers quickly throws it out to the screen, and it's incomplete to Kahn. Led him a little too much out there. 2nd and 10. Tolbers is 2 for 4. For 27 yards. Been sacked a couple of times. As the wind continues to roll, at least I hear it. I hope it's not too pronounced on the broadcast that we're doing here, the stream. But at 2nd and 10, again, 2 receivers each side. Back to pass. Tolbers looked left first, then looked right and ran out of time, and he's down with a sack at the 35. 3rd and long. They just haven't gotten they haven't got anything on track here, the Tigers. The woes continued defensively on 3rd down and long, and then offensively they just can't sustain a drive. 3rd and 14 from their own 33. Down 3 scores with 6:10 to go in the first half. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Actually, 2 receivers both sides as Tolber is back to pass. A little more time now. Pointing Kahn. That's tipped by the defender. Otherwise, Kahn had some room there, but number 13 is the guy who tapped it out of there, Coy Thone. And that brings up a long 4th down, and we got to punt it away again. 3 and out. Defense is really going to wear down with the amount of time they spend on the field in this game.
Yeah, and that's been one of the stories of the season is the offense just sustaining long drives to get that defense a rest.
So Stadheim will kick it away here, and it bounces back to him nicely, though. He was able to pick it up and get it out. On the run, receiving number 10, gets all the way back to midfield. And they'll operate from midfield. They have not had to punt it at all. It's kind of reminiscent of the Waseca game. Waseca scored like their first 5 possessions. So far, Laverne 3 for 3 on possessions and touchdowns. Well, they put it back to the 49, so they'll have to go 51 yards this time if they want to score. They've got 2 receivers to the right, 1 left. And looks like they got the original quarterback back in there, Hansen, as he hands off. And lots of room straight up the middle. Only Kahn can catch him, and he's not going to. That is a 51-yard run for Darius Dolo. All 4 scores on the ground, and 2 of them from 39 and 51 now. Darius Dolo has some serious speed. And a cool name.
It's pretty big lanes to run through there. Helped too.
Yeah, I don't think anybody touched him. As, their offensive line is moving people. They're a good team. They're 6-2. They lost their last 2 games to the 2 teams ahead of them in their division. But they have beaten everybody else. Here's the snap, and the boot is good. 28-0. Still 5.5 to go first half. And we'll return with the kickoff to the Tigers coming up here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Resource Bank is a pillar in the local community, providing banking, lending, and investment services. With decades of trusted experience, our team is committed to your financial needs. Stop by one of our 2 Northfield locations. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Discover GT Window and Door, dedicated to transforming houses into homes for over 12 years. Every window and door is an opportunity to step into a world of possibilities. Whether it's upgrading your windows for better insulation or adding style with a new door, GT Window and Door is here to make your home dreams a reality. I'm Adam at GT Window and Door. We take pride in our commitment to excellence, ensuring we're your go-to for all things windows and doors. Call us today to schedule your consultation and start your journey to a more beautiful, comfortable home with GT Window and Door.
It's Enzer and Gross again back to receive this kick there. All the way up at the 20-yard line as their kicker hasn't gone too deep. It's been up guys getting these kickoffs lately. But 28-0, 5:35 to go in the half. From Laverne here on AlbertLeeLive.com. Glad to have you along. Wish it was a little better outcome so far, but this one rolls past everybody and just dies at the 1. They got to do something with it. It's a live ball. So he picks it up and gets swarmed under. Gross gets to the 6. And now deep in their own territory. An offense that has been stagnant will try and get something going here. They have not done the fullback dive as much as in the past, though.
No, they haven't.
I think they only had 1 or 2 of those with Charlie Irvine.
Quick update. Jordan's up on Belle Plaine, 13-7.
That's expected. I would think Jordan would win that one, but that's close. First half. Waseca, the number 1 seed in this section. Jordan got the that's a pitch to Rivera that he drops, and it looks like it's loose near the goal line. Referees haven't signaled anything, but if Laverne gets it, that's going to be a touchdown. And they unpile and see what's at the bottom. If Albert Lea has it, it might be a safety. So it looks like Laverne might score either way. Touchdown, they say. On the pitch that gets away from Rivera. And a defensive score for Laverne that makes it 34-0. Well, they are taking what we give them. And they'll line up for the extra point again with kicker Darius Dolo. Dolo had to run 51 yards and then turn around and kick the extra point last time. They made it, so. Going to give it a try here for a 35-0 lead. Okay, here's a weird thing. No good, and the kicker fell down. No flags. Look who's in uniform and walking up here. Number 5 is their starting quarterback who's supposed to be out. How can you put on a uniform midway through the game and be ready to go? That's a little suspicious. But
I have a feeling Coach won't be playing him tonight.
He's in uniform now, if you need him. They've already played a couple other quarterbacks. But it stays, so that's no good. So it's 34-0. Let's take a quick break and be back before the kickoff here on AlburyLive.com.
Your dream living location. To start the search for your ideal location, contact one of our local and relentless agents at Century 21 Atwood today, or visit our website at c21atwood.com. Century 21 Atwood, we're unstoppable together.
Whoa. Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, my friend Jay and I are looking for our dream home, something big. Right now I feel like I'm living on top of him.
Great, let's talk mortgages.
Wait, your bank is looking
cozy. Yeah, we like personal interactions. But as you can see, our vault still has plenty of space for our customers' dreams.
Wow!
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Squib kick goes to the 30, and jumping on it there was the Tiger, so it'll be 1st and 10 for them. Trailing 34-0, 5:05 to play first half. Keep an eye on number 5 when they get the ball again. It just seems weird that he's out, he's injured or whatever, or suspended, who knows. Maybe his suspension ended before the ball, or at halftime. I don't know. He's in uniform now. He was not at the beginning of the game. Anyway, Tolber's hands off. It's Irvine up the middle on the fullback dive for a couple of yards. Didn't go too far. It's first carry for Irvine, actually. Second and 8. Actually, maybe 9 as they give him a yard. Kahn wide to the near side. Yost out on the far side there with the eye backfield behind Tolbers on 2nd and 9. Pitch is dropped and kicked and loose, and Laverne's got it. Another turnover for the Tiger offense. Tigers, not a lot of penalties, but they do have the turnover-itis here again today. Does not help the cause whatsoever. Now Laverne only 30 yards to go to get another score. We haven't stopped them yet. 4:22 to go, first half. Well, still have their original quarterback in the game here, Hansen. And they send 1-2 receivers out to the right. High backfield. And a handoff to the tailback. He's got some room over the middle. Finally stopped by McGill and Earl. But he gets close to a first down there, depending on where they set it down. He's going to be about 3 yards short. Second down from the 23. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. I'm sure they want to kill some clock here and just score at the end of the half. Although the Tigers haven't presented many problems for them when they're on defense, so they should just score when they want to. The handoff here is first down up the middle for Levi Gunnerman. Another one of their seniors. 1st and 10, and it's inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. 3.5 to play in the half. That's the 18, my friend. But they have it as the 17 on the scoreboard, and 2 receivers to the right again with an eye backfield on first down. dropped the snap, and he falls on it. So Hansen saves himself there, and it'll go 2nd and 11 or 12. They don't make many mistakes.
No.
So when they do, you have to capitalize on it. Nobody was really close enough to jump on that.
No, their offensive line is just bull rushing our defensive line back 5 yards right after the snap.
It was funny because in the warm-ups I thought they don't look that much bigger than us, but they have been really blowing us off the line, and that is the first step in winning any game for sure. The quarterback keeps it all the way up to the 11. Didn't get a first down, but he's close. It'll be 3rd and short. About 2 yards to go. Clock down to 2:20 and running. They need one more point for the fourth quarter mercy clock because 35-point lead. When you get to the fourth quarter, they'll just run the clock unless it's a timeout or an injury or a score. But we got a long way to go to get there. Just a quarter and 2 minutes, 14 minutes before we're there. 2 receivers right, I backfield. Hansen hands it off, and plenty of room. Scoring from 11. Jamin McLaughlin, his 2nd score of the day. From 11 yards, and it's 40-0 with 1:50 to play. Damagala holding for Dolo on the extra point. They missed the last one. Kind of surprised they don't go for 2 here. And that one's up and in, so 41-0. When we return, as 1:50 remains here in the first half, 41-zip Laverne on AlbertLeeLive.com.
IGT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. NorthfieldRetirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen Bank and Trust, off Highway 3 in Dundas.
Enzer and Gross deep. Here's the kick. It's going to bounce right through Enzer's legs. He picks it up about the 13. And he's got some room here to the near side, but he's tackled at the 25 by Trayton Sayavong for Laverne. They're up 41-zip, 41-donut, and then a Giants-Vikings score from way back when. That year we thought we had a great team. We got to the playoffs and lost 41-0 on the road. Vikings, much different this year. They did lose to Detroit, but man, if they had made a 2-point conversion, we'd have had an overtime game. But they're still looking pretty good. And I would imagine they're on a trading block here, looking for somebody to help them, maybe a cornerback or something before the deadline, which is, by the way, Election Day, is November 5th, is the trade deadline for the NFL. Out of bounds there on the roll. He just kept rolling and ran out of real estate.
Almost looked like a broken play, the way the receivers just, none of them went out. He was trying to tell them to go out, and they just stood there.
So this could end up being a 2-yard loss. Is that technically a sack? He wasn't in the pocket. He was definitely running, but I'm going to give him a run on that one of -2. 2nd and 12. 2 receivers, Yost out wide and Kahn inside him on this near side with Tolber's back to pass. Rolling right. He's going to run. And he may get a first down out of this. He does, and more. They finally push him out of bounds over there at about the 43. A nice 19-yard pickup for Teagan. He's been running real well lately.
Yeah,
maybe not today, but the past 2 weeks.
Last week he had some really nice runs.
Yeah, he was He was the leading rusher last week for the team. First and 10 from the 43, down to 49 seconds here. He got out of bounds, so the clock stopped. And they still have all 3 timeouts. Rolling this side, and then he changes field and goes up the middle, and he got crunched. He's hurt. He's rolling around. He wants to get up. He is one tough customer. He's been taking hits all year long. He's all up and walking. So they're going to wind the clock here on second and 10. And down to 20 seconds. Finally, they call timeout, do the Tigers. They're first. We'll take the break with them. 19 seconds left. Tiger ball here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. NorthfieldRetirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen Bank and Trust, off Highway 3 in Dundas.
So, Tolbers is all right. He's back in there. I know Paul Dunn came out of the timeout and asked him if he knew what day it was, because he got hit hard by number 51, Elijah Woodley. He's back to pass with 16 seconds to go, and on that far side he finds, that was a completion to Rivera, first down at the 43, and he gets out of bounds with 12 seconds left. That was tiptoeing on the sidelines.
Yeah, and it was nice. It's hard to throw that on the run like that. It was a nice, perfectly placed ball.
Really was. As Rivera has 2 catches now on the day, and both of them were for more than 10 yards. Kahn and Yost, and Wackles joins him out there wide to the left, to the 3 wide, and this might be the last play. They could get 2, I suppose. He's back to pass, throws it, picked off at the 33 by Caden Kruger, and 5 seconds remain on the clock. First interception thrown by Tolbers. And it'll be Laverne just probably taking a knee here. 41-0. 1 play to go for halftime. Well, truth is, they probably couldn't have scored anyway with 5 seconds left. Even if they complete that pass, it's inbounds. And probably would have run the clock out anyway. But he does kneel, and that's the end of the first half. 41-0. Laverne here in the Section 3 Class 3A quarterfinal. We'll check some other scores in this section and around the area and give them to you if we can here at halftime, and go through the touchdowns that Laverne scored there on every possession except that last one, the kneel down. It's 41-0 here at halftime on AlbertLeeLive.com.
GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection, just like we're committed to supporting your local athletes.
Join us in cheering on the Tigers this season. For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Gutters by GT is seamless solutions, reliable protection for you and your team. Find out more at guttersbygt.com.
Thomas Gardens offers a wide range of fresh, locally grown produce, including potatoes, cucumber, zucchini, cabbage, tomatoes, and some of the largest onions and carrots I've ever seen. And don't forget the delicious sweet corn. Thomas Gardens. Check them out on Facebook, then stop by 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday and 10 to 4 on Sunday to shop from a local, family-owned business. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield.
We know that there is more to a home than the building. There is care and detail in every last nook and cranny of what you call home. That's why Schmidt Homes is the only call you'll ever have to make. Their in-house designer will work with you to get everything the way you want it. Their highly skilled craftsmen and quality materials will ensure the best possible value for your home. When you're ready to start building your home, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Get started building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. In this recently expanded area of our campus, we have increased daily licensed nursing coverage, making it possible to provide a higher level of clinical care and monitoring to those in need of additional support. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
It can be hard finding an eye clinic that makes you feel seen and cared for in a way that suits you. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we pride ourselves on tailoring our care to you and your specific needs. We won't just see you in our offices. We may see you at a local ball game or at the high school for another event. We get to know you and what you hold dear so we can give you the best possible care. Learn more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
It's halftime, and the Alberta Tigers are getting beat up by a girl named Laverne. 41-0 here at the half. And let's run through these scores here on, by the way, the Service Master by IOT scoreboard tonight. Appreciate all they do for us. As well as Adam Gedeke and the sponsorship he has for this Alberta football team, which allows us to do this game. MSHSL would... Well, they do charge us a lot of money for section games and even more for state tournament games. So it makes it impossible for us to do the state tournament games. But if we have a team sponsor like Gutters by GT, GT Window and Door, then we can do the section games. That's why we're not going to be able to do the volleyball game tomorrow night. Their section opener is in Red Wing tomorrow, but we didn't have a team sponsor. So if you are a business out there, you can step up and sponsor a team. I think girls hockey, I think Adam Gedeke with GT Gutters already has girls hockey sponsored. So if they go to the playoffs, which they're expected to, make a run again, we'll be able to follow them, just not at the state tournament. Unless we just do audio only, and even then, I don't know if that's going to be a possibility. They just make it impossible for us. It's. I hate to say it because it sounds like sour grapes, but it is a monopoly, and they're not letting anyone else share in the fun or profit of doing state tournament games. As far as streaming, radio is fine, audio only. But if you're streaming video, they are against you because Channel 45 is the one they want running all of those games. Anyway, let's run through the scoring here, and there's plenty of it. It started early and often. Every time they got the ball, they ran one in. Elijah Woodley got the first touchdown. It was a 1-yard run. He's a big offensive lineman, and he is bowled in Refrigerator Perry style. And the extra point was good. It was 7-0. Then on their next possession, Jaden Johnson ran it in from 14 yards out. Extra point was good. That was 14-0. Then a 39-yard run from Ben Hartquist, the third-string quarterback, as they scored that was in the second quarter. It was 14-0 after one. Then 21-0 early in the second quarter. A 51-yard run followed that from Darius Dolo of Laverne. Extra point was good. It's 28-0. He made the extra point himself, too. And then the defense forced a fumble and got on top of it in the end zone as Alberley was deep in their own territory. And a defensive score, either way, it would have been 2 or 6, but they got the 6. They missed their extra point, though, and so it was 34-0. And then Jaden McLaughlin ran in the last one from 11 yards out. So all those touchdowns and nobody more than one. They spread it out pretty nicely. They had Woodley, Johnson, Hartquist, Dolo, defense, and McLaughlin scoring touchdowns for them, and they're 41-0 lead here at halftime. Wild look like they're going to win. It's 5-1 still with just a couple of minutes left in that game. It's probably over by now. I haven't checked, but you have another score. There was only 2 games in the section here, Section 3, Class 3A, because the top 2 teams, Waseca at 1 seed and Fairmont, the number 2 seed, got byes, so they don't play until Saturday. They play the winners of these 2 games. This winner will go to Fairmont on Saturday, and the other one goes to Waseca. And so far, what's that score?
Jordan is leading Belle Plaine 20-7.
A little closer there, 20-7. Belle Plaine played us tough last week to wrap up the regular season, and they ended up going to Jordan, and that's a team we had trouble with too.
Yes.
But this team, it's going to end up with the same result. You get wiped out in the first game of the sections, and people are going to say that this or that, but we've done all the games and seen them play. They're not going to state anytime soon, these Tigers, but they are improved.
Absolutely. I mean,
even though they're down 41-0 at halftime here.
You just look at the first game of the year. They lost to St. Peter last year 52-0. To come in and lose on a last-second field goal this year, that's a huge improvement right there itself.
And you just look at the youth that they have coming up from the JV squad that is undefeated and has been just pounding people all year. You'll get a few of those players to come up here to the varsity next year and join these skill position players who are all, it seems like, juniors, but there's a couple of sophomores in there too. And I hear that they've got some more size coming up, maybe from the JV squad as well. So maybe not all next year, but in the next couple of years, I think they could win more than 2 games in those seasons. And we'll see. Anything over that, I guess, is just going to be coaching and health. That's a big thing in high school football, is people staying healthy.
Yeah, you've seen it throughout the year. I think Worthington beat New Ulm, and that was a health thing. And anything's possible in high school football.
And a quarterback goes down, or whatever, the leading rusher for a team gets injured for a week or 2, and you happen to be playing them. That's a big break, and you got to take advantage of that. And here, their starting quarterback was out, although he did dress after the first quarter and come back out in uniform, which is odd. I don't know we got to get an explanation on that one. That's got to be illegal. You can't start the game out of uniform and then change and come out. Maybe he just did it for pictures or something. I don't know. They haven't let him play. So if they do, I'd try foul. But other than that, I guess it's all right. But 41-0 at halftime here, and let's take another break. We have about 5-6 minutes until we get the second half underway here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
IGT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. NorthfieldRetirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen Bank and Trust, off Highway 3 in Dundas.
Albert Lee Live is here, Southern Minnesota. We have top quality audio and video play-by-play online of more Albert Lee Tiger games and events than anyone else. But we also provide opportunities for Albert Lee area youth to experience our businesses. Students can be paid to be on the air with us or showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media posts or run the cameras for our events. So if you or someone you know might be interested in broadcasting the Tiger teams by joining our team, email us from the AlbertLeeLive.com page or call or text J. Paul at 507-402-1600.
Just talking about the professional teams, the Lynx losing in the NBA final, Game 5, where Cheryl Reed, the coach, was saying they got robbed. And I can see your point. If you look at the replays of some of the fouls that we were getting called for, and then the foul that they called on us to send what's-her-face to the line to tie it and send it to overtime. But Yeah, by the other token, you could say, well, play better and don't get yourself in that situation.
Yeah, that's how I was always taught, is don't put yourself in that situation, then you don't have a problem.
Yeah, it's like Gary Anderson gets blamed for losing that game in '98 for the Vikings. Not his fault. I know he missed the kick, but we should never have been in that position with that team, Atlanta. But anyway, that's the way it goes. The Wild, though, off to a really good start here, 4-0-2 after their 5-1 win today, and but that's a bunched up. Well, it's early, of course, 5-6 games in, but Winnipeg and Dallas and Minnesota all tied at 10 points in the Western Conference, the Central Division of the Western Conference, and I think they have, again, a good squad. They still are hampered by the 2 contracts that have been out there forever that they're paying on for guys that we don't have. And I think this is the last year of that. And it'll be interesting to see what they can do to maneuver and get some more talent in here next year with that money.
Yeah, and the young talent that's coming up, they got some really great young skaters.
And they're set for the foreseeable future. I like Guerin. I like the job he's done. I hope he doesn't leave. And apparently the coaching change was a stroke of genius, too, because the players love this new guy.
Right.
So that helps. I think, it's a players' league. Any league is a players' league. Now, you have to cater to the players, but they're the ones that are making all the money. So, you might as well. Us old schoolers don't always like that. And then the Vikings are going good. Detroit beat us, but we were in that one all the way. And didn't get embarrassed or anything. He just missed a 2-pointer, which would have actually been an overtime game, and maybe we could have pulled that out. But we're not going to go undefeated. Nobody's going to. And I think we have a good shot. We have a real weak schedule coming up, too.
Yes.
And that's the next 5 or 6 games we could go on a run again.
At the beginning of the season, if you would have told me the Vikings would be 5-1 at this point, I would never have believed you.
No, no way. They would have been lucky to be 2-4.
Right.
But, they've got it going on. And then we have a Timberwolves starting their season tonight at 9 out in Los Angeles against the brawny LeBron-led Lakers. And I think they'll win tonight. But I think even if they don't, it's a long season and a lot can happen. But we do have some talent. I do like the trade of the big guy, Karl-Anthony Towns, to the Knicks. I've always loved Julius Randle. Has a big body underneath. He's going to help out with the Frenchman underneath there. He didn't have to tote the whole load down there. And then that three-point shooter, I keep forgetting his name, but he's a good shot. And our 2 first-round draft picks this year, they're going to play a lot too. I think the Timberwolves are they're getting short shrift here. Everything I've read, everybody says they're going to finish barely a playoff team coming off of their best year in a long time, maybe their best year ever. But I think they'll be a little bit better than that. Ant will lead the way, as long as they stay healthy.
Right.
Anybody has too many injuries and they're not going to perform. But they're looking pretty good. And and the Twins are for sale. You got any money?
I wish.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. That'd be a blast.
to run. But then you got to take the blame if they don't win again.
Well, for 40 years, we can put the blame on the poll ads. So.
Right, yeah.
Of course, they did win a couple.
I know, yeah. People forget the 2 World Series championships came under their watch. But that was Tom Kelly and, McPhail?
Yes.
Who put together the team.
That was when our farm system was unbelievable.
You can't believe it when you look back at the talent we had, and it all came at the same time.
Right.
They blossomed together. Gaetti and Bernansky and Herbeck and Puckett and Frankie V, and they made some nice in-season trades.
Correct.
Both in 87 and 91, and I remember Don Baylor coming over. That was a big move.
Yes, Chili Davis.
And Chili. Those were fun times. I was old enough to enjoy that. I was young when the Vikings were going to Super Bowls and losing. I was in grade school, but I still remember the pain of that. And getting those 2 World Series championships was pretty cool. But, man, we got to get a Super Bowl win in purple here before I go. And I'm running out of time.
Right.
I'm telling you, I'm 61 now. So I'm just saying.
Being from Wisconsin, I take a lot of slack for being a Vikings fan, but I could have easily been a Packers fan and said, yeah, we got championships.
Just lie and say you are.
I don't see the Brewers winning any World Series. So
yeah. And the Bucks have a pretty good team though too in the NBA.
Yeah.
It's almost time to go here. Our teams are back out on the field. It's 41-0 in favor of Laverne. Looks like they'll be making the trip to Fairmont on Saturday. But they don't give you a lot of turnaround time. You get to the playoffs, you play Tuesday, Saturday, and then they do give you next Friday for the section championship. And then you start in with the state tournament all of a sudden. So it's a gauntlet to run for sure. But I would think it's going to be Waseca and Fairmont in the section championship, the top two seeds. They're the class of the.
Yeah. And I think that's what it came down to last year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think Waseca got them.
Although these guys, I mean, they've played really well for having 8 starters out here in Laverne, and you have number 5 ready to go if he's needed. He's got his uni on. Here's the kickoff to the Cardinals, and it goes deep into the end zone. Touchback.
Into the end zone for a touchback.
Not a lot yardage-wise for over there in that first half. Tegan Tolbers went, by my count, 3 of 6. And an interception. He had 39 yards passing. A couple of runs for 17. Charlie Irvine, a run for 2 yards. Federico Rivera had a couple of runs for 1 yard and a couple of catches for 23. Carter Kahn was shut out in that first half. So was Noah Teeter. I don't even think they threw a ball at Teeter. At least Kahn had a ball thrown his way. And Leighton Yost caught one for 16 yards. 1st and 10, Cardinals from the 20 as they run it up the middle, and McGill catches quarterback Hansen and drops him after a short gain. So if the score stays this way after 3, if it's 35 or more in the fourth quarter, they'll do the continuous clock, the mercy rule. And I did look it up. It does continue into the playoffs, although we did a game earlier in the year where they didn't do that. I think it was Fairmont, in fact. Might have been Jordan, but up to the 30 and first down carry for Laverne. They move the sticks. GT Gutters and Door Tigers here. Thanks to Adam Gedicke for sponsoring them. So that 1st and 10 here at the 31, and they send a receiver to the right, one to the left. Split backs. Hand off. First man through, plows his way, but you can see Tigers falling backwards as they get blocked out of the way. And about a 5-yard gain there. They're getting chunks of yards on the ground, and I would imagine they're just going to stay on the ground. They have no reason to throw it.
No.
8 5, 2nd down and 5.
That was Marcos Diaz. It's impressive that all 6 of their touchdowns, and they had different guys scoring all of them. With 8 starters out. That just impresses me. And they got a little pistol backfield behind the quarterback up under center. And he tried to hand it off, but the guy didn't want it, and he gets pounded. Hansen got hit by Teeter and Mixteco, as well as looks like Evan Schrader was in on that one too. Boy, Evan hits you, you know you got hit.
Yeah.
He's a spark plug.
We'll get to watch him wrestle here soon.
Yeah, we're going to do some wrestling duels. They only have 2 home wrestling duels with Austin and then with Owatonna. Those are good ones, though.
Yeah.
And so we'll have those for you on AberlineLive.com. And then girls and boys basketball and girls and boys hockey. It's 3rd and 5 now for the Cardinals. They run it up the middle. They're not going to get the first down. That was Jaden Johnson on the carry, his first of the game. Well, that's not right. He had a 14-yard touchdown run in the first half. They have a lot of different running backs.
Yes.
And they keep them fresh that way for sure. But they're going to punt it for the first time as Yost goes back, as well as Aiden Boss for the Tigers at about the 25. So the first defensive stand of the game for the Tigers here in the first drive of the second half. The punt is angling towards the near side of it. It bounces right between the two returners and is down at the 21. The Tigers will start there. With a 41-0 score here, 8:39 to go, third quarter.
First and 10 for LEA from their own 21-yard line.
As it looks like everybody back out here, the starting unit for the Tigers. Yost comes wide to our side and Kahn wide to the top of the screen. Two guys behind Tolbers in the shotgun. A little high snap there, but he gives it off to Irvine, it looks like. He goes straight, he's still going up to about the 23. Irvine only had one carry in that first half. And this one also gets him 2 yards, 3 yards actually. So he's up to 5 on the night. 2nd and 8 for the Tigers from their own 23. High backfield with Brecken Wachholz in the tailback spot. 2 receivers out to the right, and they work a screen, but it was dropped by Yost. Incomplete. 3rd and 8. And he set it up. Kahn was blocking for Yost, who came back around for the catch, but in and out of his hands.
3rd down and 8 for the Tigers from their own 23-yard line.
3rd and 8 from the 23. They have not helped themselves. It's been a lot of poor play, really.
Yeah,
and they're getting dominated at the lines, like you said, both offensively and defensively. High backfield behind Tolbers here, but he'll be thrown on 3rd and 8. He rolls out, looking for somebody, runs out of time, and he throws one over the middle. It's picked off at the 25, and Laverne will have a short field.
There is a flag down in the backfield by where Teagan went out down, so I don't know if it's a late hit or.
Well, we'll see what the call is here when they straighten it out. If it's against Albert Lea, it'll be declined and it'll be a Laverne ball. But if it's against the Cardinals, it'll be 4th down for Albert Lea. Unless it's a flagrant something. And well, they're having a long discussion about it, and he comes out and says it was personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense. So there you go, 1st down, Tigers. 15-yard penalty on Laverne. Their 2nd foul of the night.
For the beating Teagan's took tonight, he deserves that.
Yeah, really. Yeah, he is a one tough customer. All the hits I've seen him take this year, and he just keeps going. Teagan Tolbers, and he's coming back next year, too. What do we have? 19 seniors, I think. So that's quite a few they're going to lose, but they do have some talented younger guys coming up here as Rivera takes it around that far side. Runs it out of bounds after about a 5-6 yard gain. 7:23 to go here in the 7:28 rather here in the third quarter. 2nd and 5 from the 43 for the Tigers. Kahn wide this side. Yost will go wide. Kahn is inside him. High backfield. It's the tailback who's got it up the middle. 1st down to the 50. 7-yard gain for Wachholz, number 9. Brecken, it's a nice gainer. It's his 2nd carry, and he's got 7 yards on the ground. Same setup here with the 2 to the left and the high backfield, and this time A fake to the fullback. Tolbers decides to keep it himself, and he's going to get close to a first down up the middle there. About a 7 or 8 yard gain for him. He's up to 24 yards on 3 carries. And that'll make it 2nd and short. 2nd and 4, they're calling it. Again, Yost and Kahn come wide left. And that I backfield. Looks like Rivera in the tailback spot. He's going to get the flare out there, and he's got room to roam. First down and all the way to the 35. That is a 8-yard pickup on the pass from Tolbers. And for Rivera, his 3rd catch of the game for 30 yards. Tolbers up to 47 through the air on 4 for 8 passing. Now 1st and 10, 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. And the RPO, and he gives it to Wachholz at the end there, and he's going to get it, looked like a negative play into a positive play. He rumbles down to the 31. About a 5-yard gain for Brecken. His 3rd carry. Well, I guess I was seeing things because it was about a 3-yard gain. They call it 2, but it's too close for Halloween. That sounded like a chainsaw. That's not good behind us. Tolbers rolls out to the right. He's got a guy, they say incomplete. Yeah, the referee concurs that it bounced in to Kahn. Flag down at the backfield, and that's going to be a hold on Albert Lea. Their 3rd penalty. 30 yards marked off against them tonight. Down to 5:18 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Still 41-0. No points here in the 3rd quarter, which is a change. They had 2 touchdowns in the 1st quarter, did Laverne, and then 4 more in the 2nd. Same formation here for the Tigers on this drive as they throw it out here, and that's Kahn with a catch at the 35, and he runs out of bounds at the 30. The 13-yard gain, not a first down, but it's going to set up 3rd and about 5. His first grab of the night.
I really like what I see from Teagan. When he's got time to throw, he can put the ball on the numbers pretty good.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good gun. And like you said, he can run too, if need be. So Wachholz at the tailback behind Irvine, and then Kahn and Yost go to the right side this time. Tolbers back to throw, and decides not to, and then he gets grabbed by the shirt and thrown down for a loss on the sack of a couple of yards. Clock rolls, under 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. And that brings up 4th down, but they have to go for it. You're in Cardinal territory, so you might as well just go for it here. 12 yards, not going to be easy. They have to get it down to the 25. 3 wide to the left. And Teagan has to go back to the other way and just throws it out of desperation, and it's incomplete, and a turnover on downs with 4:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. Laverne will take over. McGill and who's that for Laverne was Riker Johnson, their 6'3", 250-pound senior lineman, jawing at each other after the play. I don't know if they're just teasing or what, but referee was right there, and he didn't throw a flag, so nothing too serious. Yeah, this just in football, words are said.
Quite a few.
1st and 10 here for Laverne, up to 41-0 with 4:17 to go in the 3rd. The wind has died down quite a bit.
Yes, it has.
As the Cardinals come to the line here, and Hansen still the quarterback, and they're going to have a timeout because they had wrong personnel in or something. They were not all on the same page. So the first timeout of the half for Laverne, and 4:17 left in the third when we come back on AlbertLeeLive.com.
GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. NorthfieldRetirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen Bank and Trust, off Highway 3 in Dundas.
And the handoff up the middle. Short gain there for Laverne here. I'll mention the Timberwolves start their regular season tonight in Los Angeles against the Lakers. 9 o'clock start time. But the other game that was going on tonight, they had two of them. Boston winning at home rather big over the New York Knicks, and our Karl Anthony Towns is in that game. 130-98, Celtics leading with 6 minutes left in that game. As it's now 2nd and 8 for Laverne. And they continue to run. Actually, the quarterback is on a run for his life there as he's tackled by Irvine for the loss. 3.5 to play, third quarter. And looks like we'll have the mercy rule in effect for the fourth quarter. The clock continues to run except for injuries, timeouts, and scores. This will be 3rd and long, 3rd and 11. They're going to stop him here. We'll get the ball back. Second punt of the game for Laverne if we can stop him. Two receivers to the right. In the I backfield is behind Hansen, and there's somebody jumped across the line, but was he enticed? It was Albert Lee's Evan Schrader who jumped, and it is against him. 4 penalties against our Tigers here for 35 yards. Still 2 penalties for Laverne for 20 yards. They had that one personal foul, roughing the passer. But they made up for it by getting that touchdown, defensive touchdown on the fumble in the end zone by the Tigers. 3rd and 6. The lefty rolls out, hit him right in the face mask, it looked like, and it was incomplete. And that was Levi Gunnerman, who apparently wasn't aware he was the target. That'll wake you up. So 4th down, they're going to punt for the second time in the half here, as we have held them scoreless, just like they have held us scoreless here in the first 10 minutes of this quarter. 9.5 officially. You got Tigers back at the 25 or so to receive. This one goes straight up in the air. It's going to bounce it around midfield and take a Tiger bounce back to the 40. That'll end up being a 1-yard punt. They started, it's a 39, and it goes back to the, well, that's a negative 1-yard punt. You don't see that very often.
No, you don't. Wind is still there.
Yeah, a little bit. That was straight in the air, and it took a huge Tiger bounce, so that goes down as a minus 1-yard punt. Ouch. Anyway, they'll laugh about it in the film session. And they're up 41-0. They can do that. But here comes Tolbers. 2:16 left in the third. Teeter on the left side of the line. The trips to the right side. And Irvine beside, Teagan took a high snap there, and he's going to run it. This is a designed run all the way. He's got room, first down, knocked out of bounds inside the 25. Another 13 yards. He can run the ball. 37 yards on 4 carries for Teagan. 2:07 as the clock stops with the run out of bounds there. First down, Tigers. 26-yard line. Yeah, the wind is still blowing. You look at the flag, it's flying straight out, but we're getting blocked somehow because I don't feel the wind. Or maybe I'm just so numb with the cold that I don't feel it. Trips to the left this time. And Teeter on that right side. He goes over the middle. Teagan didn't see him, and he's going to have to run it. And he tries to bowl his way, but he gets hit hard at the 27, and that's about the line of scrimmage. Third down. Or is it second? The yard marker guy says second. The scoreboard says second. It is second now. Clock's running, minute 35 to go, third quarter. Kahn and Yost go wide right. Irvine in front of Gross in the backfield. And it's Charlie with the carry over the 25 and still churning down there. He doesn't give up easy. To the 23. It's about a 5-yard gain for Irvine. He's got 3 carries for 10 yards on the night. We're down to the final minute of the third, and then the clock will just run in the fourth quarter.
Third down and 8.
Even if they score here. No, if they score and get an extra point, it will not be mercy clock. It'll be a 34-yard point lead. Oddly enough, Teagan rolls to the right and gets hit at about the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard gain there. Could be the last play of the quarter with fourth down, 30 seconds as they unpile and put the ball down.
Molten Iron Buell 91-0 over Big Fork.
Wow. Yeah. You get those scores every once in a while, and you wonder how that played out. It's not always the scoring team's fault for running it up. If the other team can't stop their third string, what are you going to do?
Right.
Tolbers took a hit as he got rid of that one, and I don't know, man. The referee pats him on the back as that was a turnover on downs at the 23-yard line. So Laverne first and 10. 5 seconds left in the third.
A final, it just came in. Stewartville beat Red Wing 57-6.
Yeah, they're a number 1 seed too. Stewartville's tough.
And Jordan is still leading 20-7 over Belle Plaine.
Wow, that one's a lot closer than I thought it would be. First and 10, and now the third string quarterback is in. It's Benjamin Hartquist back in. They got 2 receivers to the right here. Last play of the third quarter is a run. Quarterback keeper up the middle to about the 30. And that's the end of the third quarter. 41-0 Laverne when we come back here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
By GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lee Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. NorthfieldRetirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen Bank and Trust, off Highway 3 in Dundas.
We may have to put Chad Butchler on IR. You lost the contact, huh?
That's all right. I still got one good eye.
Final quarter underway here, and Mercy clock will run. With the 35 or more point lead, they have 41. So They are 2nd and 3 here are the Cardinals. If they throw the ball, I'm going to report them to somebody. I don't know. They just need to keep running it and run the clock out. And then we can all go home and get warm. There's a little razzle-dazzle on the end around here. Goes nowhere. Broke a couple of tackles, but they finally got him down there. That's going to make it a 3rd and 3. Actually, he might have gained a yard on that one. But it's still 3rd and short. And we did not see Carter Sear at all in the game, but he did get dressed about after the first quarter. He's still down there in the uniform. He's their leading rusher, 400-some yards. Tegan Tolbers completed 7 more passes than he attempted this year, so they're not a passing team. As they run it up the middle here with Hardquist, the quarterback, getting the first down. And the clock keeps rolling. 11 minutes. 1st and 10 at the 35.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals from their own 35-yard line.
Well, they get to go to Fairmont Saturday, and then Waseca and Jordan, it looks like. Up in Waseca. There's a run to the right. Carried by Trayton Sayavong. Not much there. Maybe a yard or two. Looks like some backups in there for the Tigers. I see, well, maybe not. I thought I saw 40 is Maverick Addig. He's one of the defensive ends where Teeter usually plays. Or where McGill usually plays, because Teeter right there was on the right side. So McGill getting a rest. Much deserved. Dude has 2.5 more sacks than Laverne's team. He is amongst the leaders in the state in sacks. I would think top 5 anyway. He's had himself quite a junior year and learned to play a better offensive line too. He's got another year left in him here at this level, as he'll probably go on to play like Coach Dunn said. He's looking like he's on track, McGill, to play some college football. And that one is incomplete, so 4th down, and they'll punt 3rd time this half.
4th down and 6 for the Cardinals from their own 39-yard line.
Clock rolls, coming down to 9 minutes left here, 41-0. Devin Gonzalez had a linebacker spot here on this series. As they get back to punt here, nice snap. Kick is underway. They'll be over there and roll out of bounds. Inside the 30 to about the 24. And I don't know why they're stopping the clock. Nope, then they started rolling again. They don't have to wait till they set the ball here in the 4th quarter with a more than 35-point lead. It just keeps rolling. And I think the clock operator forgot. Because now it's down to 8:25 and moving. Put it at the 24 for the Tigers. Tolbers coming back out. Looks like the whole starting lineup. Well, these guys, all the seniors, playing their last quarter of play here for the Tigers. It's always sad. But like you said, a lot of them play basketball, and there's some wrestlers too on this team.
Yeah.
As Tolbers again running for his life, he'll be a basketball player. No, he's a wrestler.
Wrestler, yeah.
Tolbers a wrestler. Yeah, it was like 3 of them that were wrestlers. Who were they? Do you remember?
Evan Schrader, Tolbers, and Velasquez, the nose tackle.
Oh, yeah. A lot of the other guys play basketball, so they'll be joining their fellow men there, as the basketball season isn't until late November, so they might not even be practicing yet. I mean, officially, as MSHSL type of deal. They might be getting together at somebody's driveway or something, for all I know. I don't know what the rules are on practicing before practice officially opens, but here's a run around that far side for the Tigers, and a few yards gained. And Devin Gonzalez on the carry, his first of the game. It's a few yards. Third down, though, with under 7 minutes to go.
Jordan has added another score to make it 28-7 over Belle Plaine. So,
yeah, it's looking like the top 4 seeds will still be alive here in this section. We won't have another game until November 7th, girls hockey at the arena in the Albert Lea.
Then once hockey and basketball starts, it'll be
busy.
Busy.
And wrestling, and adding some wrestling events this year. I'm looking forward to that.
Some Christmas concerts.
Yep. My girls, my daughters are, one's in high school, one's in middle school yet, but they got to go to Florida for a Taylor Swift concert over MEA break. It's the highlight of their lives so far. I'm glad they had fun. Rained a little bit. They had their snorkeling event canceled because of the rain and wind.
Oh, sure.
But they got to go on an airboat and see some gators and things like that.
Thought I just heard something about another storm front coming in.
Yeah. It's just nonstop down there. It's crazy. Yeah, but they were in the Florida Keys, and it was just pouring rain. You know where you go, the southernmost point there, they have that display, and you can take your picture down there. And it was just pouring rain on them when they had their picture taken, which is pretty rare down there, 90 miles from Cuba. And they went swimming that night, a night swim in the Keys. And, you know, there's sharks in those waters.
Oh, yeah.
And they couldn't see anything, and I said, I hope nothing's swimming in there with you. But you'll never know. And they got out of it alive, so incomplete pass there, and clock rolls now under 5 minutes left here. It'll be second down and 10 for Laverne. Are they down to another quarterback here? Yeah, number 11. Maddox Damagala, their fourth string quarterback. They didn't play the first stringer, even though he dressed after the first quarter. He's still down there in his uniform. But 3 other guys have filled in admirably for him, and they run it anyway, so it's not like they had to throw much. I don't think they threw more than 5 passes all night. As they're going to run it here again, and it's the quarterback, keeper, and maybe a yard on that one. 3rd and 9. Coming down to 4 minutes left in the game. I hate to see him get shut out. It would have been nice to see him score a time or two. But then again, they had a tough team across the line from them.
Yes.
That dominated the offense and defensive lines and just did not let them breathe at all. It's all part of the growth. Hopefully the youth movement will give some results. There's a fumble, and they get it back to the Cardinals. Earl was right there. Couldn't get it, so it makes it a 4th down. And they'll punt it one more time. 3:25 to go here in the ball game. Yost goes back, as does number 28 for the Tigers. It's Ledger Stadheim. Is it 28? I think so. It looked like 28. As the punt goes to Yost. Nope. It's going to bounce past Stadheim, and he's going to grab it inside the 10. That's not advisable. He gets tackled inside the 5, almost at the goal line. But 2:50 to go, 41-0, and the clock continues to run. Should be the last series of the game, unless there's a safety or something here, because they've got their backs up against the goal line here. Well, they put it down at the 1. First and 10. They call it the 2 on the scoreboard, but it looks more like the 1. Yost wide far side, Kahn in the near side, and then a penalty. Half the distance is the half-yard line. Procedure against the Tigers. Penalty number 5 for only 40 yards. But not only did Laverne win the scrimmage line, they won the penalty battle. They only had 2 penalties. And one of them was that roughing the passer.
Right.
So a first and 10 still, because you can't really call it 11 when you're moving them a half yard. And a run for Gonzalez. A minute and a half to go. Give him progress out to about the 6, so about a 5-yard gain there. Second down and a minute 10 to go as they hit the line. Tolbers, receiver to each side, gives it up the middle. And the ball's loose. Goes through a couple of guys' feet and still loose. Looked like a tiger jumped on it.
That one right between the Laverne players' legs.
Yeah. And it was Schrader who picked it up there at the end. So good job for Evan. And it's 40 seconds to go. First down on the carry, too. And then the ball scooted forward and gave him more yardage out to about the 12-yard line. Handoff, left side. Again, it's Gonzalez getting these last carries of the season. With 20 seconds left, that'll probably do it. They do not have to run another play, and I don't know why they would. With a 41-0 Laverne pasting of the Tigers here in Laverne. And they're coming out to try and run another play. There's 6 seconds left as they hit the line. 3, 2, 1, they get it off, and a handoff. Gonzalez again. No, that's Rivera. Gets the last carry of the season, and a few yards there. And it's over. 41-0. 2-win season. They got the 2-win, the winning streak, actually. First time in over 27 years for the Tigers. So that's going to have to be the highlight of their season as they lost 3 in a row to end the year here, including this quarterfinal. 41-zip. And we'll take the Service Master cleanup break and run through the scoring and then let you get on your way, and we'll get on our way back. A 2.5-hour drive to the east this time on AlbertLeeLive.com.
GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. NorthfieldRetirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen Bank and Trust, off Highway 3 in Dundas.
So a 41-0 loss here for the Tigers ends their season 2-7. Tegan Tolbers was 6 of 10 for 60 yards in the air, and he ran 4 times for 37 yards. Charlie Irvine, 10 yards on 3 carries. Federico Rivera got a yard on 2 carries, but he also had 30 yards through the air on 3 catches. Devin Gonzalez, couple of late carries for 8 yards. Carter Kahn only caught 1 pass for 13 yards. Leighton Yost only had 1 reception for 16. Brecken Wacholz 3 carries for 10 yards, and that is all they could muster tonight. But there are signs pointing to an improvement in this football team. Hopefully we have an improvement in the basketball team, too, because last year the boys only won 1 game and the girls won 0. And we're hoping that they can show some improvement here and get some more W's as we head into that season now. Laverne goes to Fairmont on Saturday, and Waseca will host Jordan. Looks like they have a handle on that game against Belle Plaine. And it's funny because Jordan and Belle Plaine are together in certain sports.
Oh, yeah.
They're not in football.
Scott West, yeah.
Yeah, Scott West is the name that they're going to go by there. Anyway, thank you, Chad Butzler, for helping out all this season, and you'll be alongside for basketball and hockey coming up too, and maybe even some wrestling. You wrestled too, so you wrestled.
I wrestled for 1 year, and I was horrible.
All right.
And that was in junior high.
Well, maybe we won't have your expertise in wrestling. I don't know. We'll find out as we move through the winter sports here on AlbertLeaLive.com. Thanks for tuning in.